So, hey guys, welcome back to week 10 of the Reflections podcast. It is me, Alfie Peacock, and I am here with Ben Reeves and Anya Popov. Don't look so sad, Ben. And welcome back, obviously, to week 10 of the rehearsal logs. And as Ben just said, this is our final week of the rehearsal log for Reflections for Romeo and Juliet, because next week is show week.
Yay!
So how are we all feeling for show week next week?
I don't even know.
Hasn't set in yet.
It hasn't set in.
Sunday gone.
Sunday gone. Oh no, it's gonna be a difficult one. But just like any other week, it has been a very long week for us. Probably the most active week considering of the other stuff that we've had to do outside of rehearsals. But getting into it, Monday, as you'll think you know now, is our study day. However, we was in from 9:30 till 4:30, and what did we do on Monday?
I painted.
We all painted and did some set work, and
Yeah.
it was quite fun.
Jimmy made a very responsible decision to put me in charge of all of the year ones, and
They done nothing.
for like an hour they did stuff, and then they disappeared to the third realm, I guess, because I haven't seen any of them since.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was just a little painting. It was quite therapeutic. It was quite nice.
Yeah, so as they've just said, Monday obviously was filling out set and stuff like that. I got to use the power tools. I got to use the saw. That's why if any of the arrows are a bit wonky, that's me. Yeah, but yeah, so we started working on some set. Actually, I thought that was actually a pretty fun day, to be
No,
fair.
it was. It was just like a lot of like back and forth,
Yeah.
just painting, sorting things out,
What's up,
doing
what's up?
costumes still.
I was sat by myself outside for an hour painting a sword.
It's a dagger, actually.
I'm sorry, if I can hold it like that and it's coming past my neck, it's a sword.
But yeah, so that was
True.
quite fun though.
Yeah, no, it was. We also brought in all of our costumes.
Yep.
Which was stressful to try and label for the costume team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I think there was like a lot of stuff there. Like some things we decided to not use anymore.
And they were
Some
just there
things,
and they
yeah,
just needed
there's
to be
like-
sorted.
But sorted them into racks. Well done, Scarlett. What an amazing person, human.
Makes
Yeah.
it girly pop.
I was in charge of the camera. I was taking all the artistic shots.
Yep, there are some pictures of that day that we can upload to our websites and everything like that.
Yeah.
Share them over on the files. But that was Monday, you know. I think that's when I started really setting in that we're really close to performing.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was the Monday when you got a power tool in your hand, making the sign that you're then using, kind of sets in.
I was too busy thinking about how much that apron didn't do its job. My shoes, my legs, covered in white paint.
You just don't know
Yeah.
how to use it.
I do know how to use a paintbrush. Bruh.
But anyways,
Look at this
before that goes on, sorry.
That was
That was our Monday, and leading on to Tuesday was our first proper long day. This week we was all in from 9:30 till 4:30, as it's the last rehearsal week, and so everything needed to be set and done. So how we first started off the day was obviously for the people that have their costumes, that were still there, and some people that were still editing them, we all got into a costume, so then we could attempt a costume run for the first time. And we started off doing a full run through. It was with cast Montague, so I played Tybalt. Oh, I played Gregory, but
You played
John wasn't in. John wasn't in, so I had to play Tybalt. Who did you two play on the Tuesday?
I played Mercutio on Tuesday.
Yeah. And then who are you for Montague?
Nice.
And then you played the nurse. But yeah, so how do you think the first run through went?
I think we've come a long way.
We have.
We've come a long way from Tuesday to Friday. Because even like, it was just, because we've obviously never done a run through, it's always
Yeah.
like that, but like it was just so just all over the place, and there was no like no one knew what they were doing realistically.
And for my opinion, I loved that run through Bro, I was feeling the nurse so much.
That's when you first got your
I
costume, wasn't it?
was in costume, I was in my pink trousers, white shirt, my frills on my arms. I was living for it. And then in my scenes, I knew my lines, so I was just running through. I thought the run through in the morning was great, but apparently I'm the only person that thought that. But hey,
Yeah.
it's good to be confident.
For real. I don't think it was a good run through. Obviously, being the first one fully, there was some marks that then got seen that like we needed to attend to.
Yes.
But during our feedback, we needed to work on the first fight scene. And then we also needed to work on the Romeo and Tybalt fight scene, which is what we've done. I've done that with Owen, because John wasn't in. And at first, they destroyed my hopes and dreams, because how I set the new fight scene was too violent, and I was stroppy for it. Because, get this, a fireman's carry over the shoulder to then land on your arms and feet, and then your back. It's perfectly safe once you know how to do it.
John would never learn in time.
Yeah.
But that's why you have two people.
Even with time.
Even with time, John could have done it.
No.
But they
I
classified.
love him, amazing actor. That is out of his ability.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't be able to do that shit.
they classified that fight sequence as too violent with the fireman's carry, so then we had to change it to a few punches and swings.
No, it'd be different if we had a different stage.
Yeah.
Because
Like a lighter wooden floor where like.
no,
people, like,
it's
take
a
impact.
bouncy floor.
A spring.
That's for like gymnasts use when they do flips. They use the bouncy floor to help them like obviously jump high and stuff like that. And if you're flopping people on their backs, it's so dangerous to do on wood. And that's only one room that we have wood, like on the floor. Other rooms is just just flooring. Some concrete, yeah. Someone would sincerely get hurt.
Like, I understood where they was coming from, but then they also had to understand I knew how to do it safely.
Yeah.
But for the benefit of the doubt for the other cast members that would have to do it, I understood that we had to put it away. But for level 4, I will be bringing it back.
That'd be right.
Damn right I'm bringing that shit back. But so we also was on track to creating a document for all of our scenes and props that we use. Because one thing that we noticed on the Tuesday was our journeys, and that was more foreseen with people in the classroom, and so we had our little document which we then had Jimmy help us with, saying who's in what scenes and then what props are being used, which I think really helps. I mean, for people that know their journeys, or like somewhat know their journeys, it's alright, but then to also have that double reassurance before a scene just to make sure, obviously, the better. Jasmine.
Stop licking your paws.
Stop licking your paws. As you know, we also have another guest star, Jasmine. Jasmine, my dog.
It's not good for you.
It's not good. You'll
Stop.
cough. Bless you. Okay.
Yeah.
So moving on to the second half of the show. All we did after the second half of the show was just work on our ensemble movements, which was mainly your scene, the Queen Mab scene. We went back over the Queen Mab scene.
I got put as director.
Out of spite.
It wasn't out of spite. It's because Jimmy knows that I'm one of the best men for the job.
It was out of spite.
In reality, I didn't do the greatest job of directing. I tried.
I think it's just like because we've only done that scene like once like that
Yeah, like,
before that,
yeah.
or twice, but it doesn't really, like it's fairly new. So I think it did. The scene did need work, but.
He's smiling at me because I yawned.
And then I yawned, and then I tried to keep it under my breath.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, but I think we got there in the end.
Do you find it more comfortable with the new ensemble movements?
I literally does nothing to it.
Does
like,
nothing.
Like literally, I'm just there, yapping on.
You
for
just
a
need to
page,
start smacking people.
page and a half long.
Hey! In the one that I get to kill her. W's. Can't farm throats.
But yeah, I think
It's kind of bad.
I think it was a quite messy run through. It might
Yeah.
in the sense of not like even it being like messy of what we were doing, messy in like like you said, we didn't know, like no one knew their journeys. It was like people were talking
Yeah.
over people when they weren't supposed to, and it just kept going.
That is a habit that we do have, talking during a scene. Not as in like just random yibber yabber, but like trying to give people directions. Yeah, that's on me. That is on me. I did do that quite a lot.
Yeah, but
you
you
did
know,
it
you
today.
live and you learn.
I did do it today. And that's only because Matthew took forever to say stop, and we have to move on.
You need to stop.
I do need to stop, but then again, people also need to move on and grow
Exactly.
and be Benvolio.
But yeah, I think.
I also think one thing that will help the slickness is when we're actually in our space, because obviously we've got transitions from like scene to scene where people exit one side, like that up, like upstage right,
People are gonna have to be running.
and then come on the
We're
next
gonna have to
scene.
be running for it.
Because it's like, I don't know about you lot,
I
because
don't know
like,
what you thought about that.
what?
We're gonna have to
Because-
run.
Cause
Oh, yeah.
No, there's this
Yeah.
this scene where it's just after the first scene, and obviously all of the dead people have to stay on stage for that scene. I don't think anybody does it but me and Fernanda, where like you turn around and you watch them.
For what scene?
When it's Lord Montague talking to Benvolio, Tybalt, Mercutio, and Paris are supposed to stay on stage.
When we're dead on the floor, yeah,
And we're not dead on the floor. We walk like all of
I'm on
these.
stage. And then I walk off.
Yeah, but the people who get affected, we're supposed to turn around and watch.
I've never done that scene as Gregory.
Yep.
Oh my god, I've actually never done that scene as Gregory.
That's good. I have time to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to during the teching on Monday. But that's the thing, because we have to watch it, and then turn around, and then after Romeo and Benvolio stop speaking, Paris
Yeah.
and the Capulet have to walk down the stairs, and just like I've got to be booking it around that.
Yeah,
thing.
no.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah, no. It's gonna be tough.
And if you think
Oh,
we have to
we're
walk
reckoning
all
on
the
you
way
both.
from the top of the stairs whilst we're saying whatever
Yeah.
we say.
Enemies the pigs! That was for so long.
We have to have like water bottles.
No, in
up the
fact,
top of
Ben's
the
gonna
stage.
come down the stairs and just see someone's nan just go, sorry, love.
You think
Enemies to peace!
I'm gonna be rolling down. I'm just gonna. You're just gonna hit me and go on the pit, and you're just gonna say, just like nose down. Younger than with a bloody nose.
Yeah. Oh.
If you don't stop the show, it's all good.
As long as you keep going, dislocating me.
Yeah.
Julie.
Love me!
But yeah, that was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Last day.
Wednesday, to be fair, Wednesday and Thursday, they were basically kind of the same.
Yeah, I mean, for the Wednesday when it was my run through, that was the day where Jimmy then decided for what scenes needed to be reworked, and so then my run through as Romeo with Scarlet and Juliet was very stop-start, if everyone can remember, to the point we had to rerun Act 1 twice.
At least we rerun it.
Like, oh yeah, no, I'm not saying that like I was mad by rerunning it, but like, I'm glad that I did, because then we got to go through it smoothly and then one with like final directions.
Yeah.
But like, it just took a very long time.
Yeah.
Something I was very proud of in that run through was my fight scene with Tybalt, because obviously, where on the Tuesday me and Owen redid the Romeo and Tybalt fight just to like trade blows a little bit, and then I actually like go back to it. I actually didn't sound like I enjoyed it, and then I actually wanted to hurt him, which was great.
Well, you definitely did sound like you wanted to hurt him
Because
you
I did.
punch Owen in the face.
That's something else that this week has happened during fight scenes. Stage fighting didn't exist in my eyes. It was just fighting. I have managed to punch people.
You
this week.
punched Owen in the face. You actually stabbed Fernanda with the wooden machete. And then when I had to
I
do
punched Destiny in the hand.
when I had to do my scene with you, I cracked my elbow dead on the floor.
That was on your fault for rolling bad.
Still, everyone got hurt during a fight scene today. This week.
But yeah, so
Oh, actually, no, that's a lie.
I didn't.
I did. I got hurt.
Did you?
Yes.
What happened?
What do you mean? I went through me into Alfie's knee.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
My
That was
ear,
jokes.
I couldn't hear. I kid you not, I could not hear out this side for like a whole minute.
Because
It
Is that from the
scary.
head?
it was the headbutt.
It was the headbutt,
Yeah.
but he
She
like.
flew. I was on the balcony and I just saw her go.
Yeah, no, because you went into me and I was just like, oh shit, Mercutio's out. I just look at Ben and I just, she's there.
Party sword.
Troll, please, get up. Please, get up.
Honestly, I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear for like a whole minute. I actually got scared for a second.
But it just means the show's going to look that 10 times better.
Oh, and
Oh, okay.
Wednesday and Thursday and today, both characters I had to do. Both characters.
You know how I felt last week?
when Zach had to do Midsummer Night's Dream.
And that was the
Yeah, but we weren't really doing run-throughs.
Still have to do everything.
Yeah. But
I literally, did you not see me saying? I literally went around Alfie,
yeah.
and then I was like,
Yeah, that was today.
and the other day, and I was just like, well, brilliant.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Tricks of the trade.
I just get up my what I do, I guess.
the first half, when we reran it on the Wednesday, after the like little moments that we had to do, the moments that we had to reblock was not our fight scene. Mine and Tybalt's and Benvolio's fight scene, because the kick at the back of the knee just didn't work because of the timing, so that didn't work. So that was brought up. Is what I call the beach scene that needed to be redone. Act 2, Scene 4, with us three and Benvolio. That scene, and then a few ensemble pieces just needed freshening up, like the actual fight scenes needed refreshing. But after that, post interval on the Wednesday, I think the second half has been running very smoothly for like almost every cast. It's just from what I've seen, Act 4 is hurting a lot of people.
I mean, Act 4 is just
A lot of Juliet.
Capulet.
Yeah.
Like,
because it is.
Romeo's not even in it.
It's-
No, he's not.
It's
Thank God.
with that. It's so constant, especially for the Capulet characters. Like, there's not really a break in between.
Yeah.
And when every single one of them talks, they talk.
They talk.
They don't stop talking. They literally, during the abuse scene, Juliet is like, she's just had this thing from her father, and then her mum goes away, and she's like proper distraught on the floor. What does the nurse do? Gives her a monologue about, you know what?
Marry Paris.
Romeo ain't shit.
Marry Paris.
Marry Paris. He's chill.
He's alright.
Bye. and then the nurse walks off.
Yeah. But during when Jimmy told us when we'd done the first half rerun, the first half was calculated at 1 hour and 20.
Game.
And then the second half, post interval, which by the way only got to the start of Act 5, was 50 minutes.
Yeah, because when we did it on Thursday, obviously it run longer
Yeah.
than it.
That's
was
because John needed more direction with where to
But it's
go.
not even more direction of where to go.
It was just slower.
It was just so much different to like how we did it on.
Tuesday. No, Wednesday.
I mean, I know
Same
Jimmy.
thing.
I know Jimmy keeps on going on about how long it is, but realistic, we've created a full piece of theatre. It's gonna be about 2
Also,
hours.
Jimmy says a lot. Watch our pacing. Slow down.
I have been, and the time has remained the same.
No, but I genuinely do not think it's like, obviously journeys are really important, but I genuinely don't think it's because of that. It's because once like we are comfortable in the lines, you don't just spit out lines, and obviously we speak for longer when we know what we're actually doing.
You make it seem like
So-
your character is thinking about what they're saying,
Not what we're thinking about what we're saying.
which is act.
Act.
But I don't
wonder
think
how
I
many
just.
times you've done that movement during this podcast, though.
I don't know. I was sat for about 3 minutes just like this. If you like a little bit ago.
No, but I just think. I think from Jimmy's perspective, I don't think he expected it to be that long. Because
No.
we've obviously, because the actual play is what, like 3 hours long by itself, right?
Even though the
But
prologue
we've
says
cut-
2 hours.
And we've cut a lot of stuff.
No, but
as
we've
well.
cut a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. It's not even like we've cut most of the back page is cut. Half your marriage scene, it was just a marriage scene. There's no more 3
It
pages
was
of
literally 3 lines, 2 from Froylone's, 1 from Romeo.
Half of my lines
And
from
then I
Mercutio
am
have
bound
been
by
cut.
love.
Half of my lines from Mercutio have been cut. It doesn't matter.
A whole scene of Nurse and Paris got cut where they talk to each other. I'm really happy about it.
I mean, those scenes aren't too bad. It just means you know the scene's inside now.
Yeah, but it's like one person speaks a chunk, then Paris speaks a chunk, and the nurse is like, "Damn you, right?" And then Paris is like, "Well, she's dead, but I still love her," and that, and there's just no point.
Yeah.
She's dead. We know she's dead. Let's move on.
But yeah, I'm just saying from Jimmy's perspective,
Yeah.
he didn't expect it to be this long
Yeah.
with the cuts.
Yeah.
But obviously we've added like movement to it, like
Yeah,
fit
we've got the
away, yeah.
dancing, the fights, got ensembles.
Yeah, so it makes it
pauses.
longer.
The text is 2 hour long. The movement with the text, no, it's gonna be
Yeah,
long.
it's like the original script in the prologue says is now the 2 hours traffic of this stage. That's in the original script.
And we
We've
have
cut
it
this.
in our script.
And we've cut the script, and we're still over. Who cares?
It's because we add more elements. We've contemporized it in a way where it allows more movement. Because in the original Shakespeare piece, it was,
Outside.
"I'm gonna kill you." Okay, try.
Stab.
Done. And then that's it. Well, we have spaces in between what we say, and we really think about what we can do to make it look more entertaining and
I agree.
stuff like that. So
Yeah.
of course it's gonna add time to it, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Jimmy, we do love you.
We do love you, Jimmy. Yeah.
Sometimes.
He's kidding. All the
Um,
time.
But that was basically Wednesday.
Yeah.
We just went through the run throughs and that was
Yeah.
about it.
So that was 2 of the casts done, and then which,
Thursday.
if you couldn't tell, was Thursday.
Thursday was
Thursday was we got to finish off Act 5 for my cast
for your cast, yeah.
because timing.
Yeah.
So we got to finish off Act 5, which I was kind of grateful with because I think when we started Act 5 on the Wednesday, I kind of messed up a little bit, so I'm grateful that I got to redo that.
Maybe do it on stage though.
No. Did you do it with me? Did you be my apothecary on?
Yeah, but it was everything. Actually, on Thursday,
Yeah. No, it's Fernanda.
Fernanda was your saviour.
Yeah. You did die.
That was
No, but Thursday weren't the same. But obviously, we did a run through,
Yeah.
got a break, did another run through, and then finished on that. And then afterwards, we worked on the scenes that we thought needed work on, or
Yeah.
what Jimmy thought needed to be changed or
Yeah.
improved. And obviously, we changed the fight scenes.
Yep, so Thursday afternoon was when we actually redone the Tybalt Benvolio fight scene, which took too long to even think about why.
it was so fun.
No.
I mean,
The fight scene's fun. How it got to it was not.
I stand by what I said when you made me do it in front of Jimmy and Matt, when you made me be Mercutio. Where do the first when Benvolio is doing the 4 punches,
Yeah.
pull him off.
And
But
then it's just like
when
get
he
off,
do- when he
start
does
kicking.
when he gets to the 3rd kick, obviously I didn't know how I was gonna pull him away, but I didn't want it to look the same. So
Oh, yeah.
I just picked up Matthew.
Yeah.
I just picked him up and carried him to the other side of the stage.
Yeah, because obviously we was rehearsing it and we needed a Mercutio, and obviously Mercutio's went home. And then I was just like, Ben, can you quickly help us real quick? He's like, what do I need to do? I was just like, just pull him away at times. And then he done it, and then when he picked him up in front of Jimmy, I think Jimmy was just like, I don't think Fernando and Andy can do that.
Matthew's pretty light. If you try,
If I tried hard enough.
you could
try
You
hard
could
enough.
pick him. You could pick him up and just move him to the side. You don't have to carry him.
Yeah,
you can
but-
definitely do that.
Considering that they're all the same height, you might lose tension
Yeah.
in the fight scene. Just like, to pick him up and just go, come on guys, let's go.
What can I say? I'm humorful.
Yeah, that's fair. But the Tybalt Benvolio fight scene is now looking a hell of a lot better. There's a few more aspects that kind of show a little bit more violence towards in a safety manner, but then it also shows the different playing fields as well between the characters.
That's the 3rd time you've had to change that.
Yes.
We've changed that bit a lot. A lot.
I mean, I enjoy them because then it means I get to work on them as well for the actual scene that I'm in.
Yeah, but at least you got it to the final result where you are happy with what you are doing.
Yeah.
And it's not looking like messy or
Yeah.
like.
Just gotta make sure that everyone knows their cues for them the scene, because I think the most part that people will get wrong is the punch, because then as Benvolio goes to swing once Tibble gets up, it's such a specific stance in a boxing way that you literally have to quickly pivot off your front foot and then straight into a straight.
Yeah.
Like, and I just hope everyone can get it. Like when I've done it with Destiny and Matthew, we've been able to do it fine. It's just, I hope the others can rehearse it enough to then they can get it to the same.
Once we get into space, we can rehearse it.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. Like once
And
we get to like text and rehearsals,
Yeah.
everything should be up to speed. Fingers crossed. And then to finish that day on the Thursday, we started to slowly reblock Act 2, Scene 4, because
Yes.
it, as Jimmy said, it just felt too crowded, and
Because it was.
yeah, like it just felt too crowded, and we was just all together, like literally just always facing together, like there wasn't any separation towards the audience.
Yeah.
But we got about halfway of that scene to where Romeo enters.
But
on
I
the
feel
Thursday.
like it's literally like it is more intuition. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing that it's a scene where they just talk. There's nothing actually happening. Even
Well,
though
apart
there
from
is,
Mercutio
yes.
calls him a whore.
I don't say a pimp anymore, do I?
No, that bit's cut.
But I just think
There's some set movements to like bring Mercutio's and the nurse's relationship to how they are towards each other.
Yeah.
It ain't a good way, like a good friendship. Like you're very sarky towards him. But
yeah, I think it's more we changed the intention of the
Yeah.
scene.
Tibble done us a service.
yeah,
Yeah, because obviously half the things that Shakespeare actually wrote did not make sense in the way that we've cut things. So it was just like
yeah.
but it's good that we took. I actually prefer that type of intention to what we were doing beforehand.
Yeah.
But that was basically Thursday.
Yeah, it was literally just practicing ready for the show on Monday, and then obviously just those scenes. Obviously we didn't get to finish Act 2, Scene 4, but we did today, being Friday. So today's what I really called the loading day, because it was literally, we finished off.
It's just getting everything.
It's just literally sorting and arranging everything, getting everything into like,
Making sure that we have everything.
yeah, like our
Everything's in the
costumes,
correct
set,
places.
props.
Yeah.
Me and you today were quite heavy with, well, I was quite heavy with painting over, finishing off those. You was quite heavy with the big program poster.
The board that
Yeah.
the audience will see as they walk into the barn.
We've run out of pins. Tell me why I was pricking my fingers.
You ran out of 3 boxes of thumbtack pins.
It's
2, my apologies.
Because there wasn't that many pins in there then.
No, there weren't that many thumbtacks. We moved. We tried our best.
Yeah.
But at least they're on there now.
I'm happy with how it turned out. The intention we came up with.
I had to sew today.
Oh yeah, then you was helping Scarlett with costume today.
Yeah, I had to sew. Put my skills to use after 9 years.
After 9 years, I can't sew for shit.
I was being a wizard with a guillotine.
Yeah, Ben
Paper.
was doing paperwork.
And it still was cut okay.
Bro's getting dissed.
Okay.
Tell me. I'm not joking.
The way they were printed, they were the white box that they had around them. They were skew on it. I did the best I could with what I was given.
Scissors. That's what you cut out with scissors.
But
I
like,
had a
if it was,
guillotine. I used
but
straight
if
lines.
it was,
Yeah,
like
you're
if it was skew from the start, and if you just cut it with the guillotine in a straight line, it would have sorted itself out.
I did. There's nothing wrong with the pictures.
I'm not saying the pictures. I'm saying the writing.
Oh, the writing. I didn't do anything with the writing.
Oh.
What on the
The actual
the actual props?
the prop.
Oh, that wasn't me.
That was
The props,
the set.
the set.
What do you mean with like the ones that had like the character names of who they played?
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna say something now. See, I originally cut those out, but Matthew said they weren't good enough, so he did it himself, and then they turned out rubbish. What can I say?
The leg!
What can I say? I'm a fat man, Alfie. I have to do that to get it up.
Ben is not fat, guys.
I'm beefy. Anyway,
Hashtag praise Ben.
but literally, I did it the first time. They were completely yeah. See, this is why I should. If I'm doing a project, I should be the one to finish it. Otherwise, what to not correct. So painting on that sword, somebody would have messed up if I didn't take charge of it. I'm saying.
You didn't paint on top of it today, did you?
No, but I did the base.
But yeah, it was a lot of like just
Just a lot of
Doing
sorting
some-
out today.
yeah, just some finishing touches, you know,
Yeah,
finishing bits and bobs.
yeah, and then
Um,
we're getting to the end of it. I said to Jimmy that I'll quickly take charge for a bit to finish off Act 2 Scene 4, which we now thankfully did, and I think it's a lot better. Like, during the scene we've got like uses of like from other theatre shows that we've seen, like Medea, with transitions with like the nurse coming in and out of scenes. The way it runs through into Act 2 Scene 5 with Juliet before the marriage scene. Just the intention to build off it as well. I think it brings a lot more character and realism to the play,
Yeah.
which I'm grateful for. Obviously, it wasn't just like, obviously when I say I took charge of it, it wasn't just me, just like directing it. Obviously, everyone else in the room had input, which is all great. Which I'm just glad that we managed to finish off in the end of it. And I'm grateful to say that I've enjoyed this process.
Have you?
Yeah, I've enjoyed this process a hell of a lot, and now it's come to an end.
Yeah, and then we've got next year. So
Yeah, you'll see us for looking for.
if we do podcast.
If we
I can see why we wouldn't.
would have different
We need
segments.
to actually get some proper mics.
I've
Do you know
got,
them little?
I've got a proper mic upstairs.
No,
But you mean like the little, yeah.
Yeah, if you want Jimmy to give us a budget, then sure.
They don't
Yeah.
cost that much.
The bro.
Good ones, dude.
But yeah, and then we tried to go through a run through today as well.
Post prologue only got up to Act 1 Scene 4.
Yeah. No,
But-
we didn't even.
Yeah, because Act 1 Scene 4 we got to the start of your scene.
Yeah,
That's a
but,
cycling man.
yeah.
But hey, those two, three scenes or whatever, they look smooth.
Do you know what? They did actually.
They looked smooth.
We're just gonna have to run. We're just gonna have to run. Gonna have to pelt it up those stairs.
Yeah, but like it'll be a lot easier when we're in the space and then like people won't see us exit upstage right and run to upstage left.
It's actually. I feel like it's gonna feel so weird being in the theatre again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually
It's been
scared.
so long. Even though our theatre's like it's obviously a theatre, but we never leave the stage in our
No.
theatre. So it's like we never go backstage, and this time it's gonna be like a
Proper show.
show.
It's definitely gonna feel weird how we only have the morning to adapt to the stage
Yeah.
that we have. Because that's the thing. That's the thing that
That's fine. I'm too. I was just laying on the floor.
that's the thing that like I keep thinking about so much is because like when we've been performing in the space that we have been, we make it so quick. Like the stairs,
Yeah, no, don't.
we literally take 2 steps and say, "I'm at the top of the balcony."
No, we need to like.
But like realistically,
glide down the banister.
realistically, it's gonna take so much longer than we think it's going to in between like the
Which
lines
is
that we
gonna
have
make
to do
the
it.
whole play longer.
Which
Do you
is
know-
gonna have to drag
Do you know
stuff
what also is
out.
going to make stuff longer? Today, we actually got our Mantua ladder. Our ladder to go to the Mantua block to the
See that?
balcony. And let me just say this. This ladder can hold 330 pounds. Even when you are under 330 pounds, you still do not feel stable. However, was it fun to climb? Yes.
Well, you know what's gonna make it stable? The power of zip ties.
My life is entrusted onto this one ladder throughout.
I'm so
3 hours
happy
of
I don't
this.
have to touch that.
Oh, like this ladder is great. Like this ladder's unreal.
Yes.
And just the way that we climbed it today to like, obviously I went to Jimmy, can I quickly go on it just to see how it feels?
Who's that? I want to play.
Then he was like, yeah, sure, go for it. We set it up against the wall. I climbed up this ladder. Don't get me wrong. Man, wait. I was like, Jimmy, this ladder. I'm a fool. But once I've done it the second time,
I feel like
and I got my knees through it, that was alright.
I feel like it's gonna look so old to the rest of the set that we have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I feel like it's gonna look so goofy.
Everything's made out of wood. We just have this mechanical instead of aluminum ladder just to the side.
With some blue bits on it.
Oh no, don't even. I just hope that there is enough time and space for the Romeos to have the peak athleticism to climb up this ladder to the mantua block, up the ladder to then the balcony.
Alfie, you're gonna have to wear knee braces underneath your trousers.
No.
Because you will be jumping.
I will be jumping. As we know, I've got terrible kneecaps through injury, so I wear knee braces. But
We have never said that once on this podcast.
I know, but
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
it's fine. We've all got
If
issues.
you don't know, get to know.
Yeah, if you don't know, get to know. Don't get to know at home.
Don't play
Don't play games with me, fool.
Don't play
Oh no, that's one of the things that happened. Literally went on his kneecaps and then he went, sorry guys, my kneecaps.
No, don't even. Yes. Thank you. Wednesday we done. Wednesday we done a run through, and as soon as we got through halfway through. Jasmine.
Cut!
Jasmine.
You're
Jasmine.
cutting in there and it's staying in.
Jasmine. Stop. Jasmine.
The sound of that thing falling is staying in the bed.
I shat myself.
You're fucking Chinese.
Jazz,
Oh, I actually shat myself. I can't lie.
It's okay, Jasmine.
So I had to think of it.
Jasmine, not the tripod. Right, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, come on now,
Right.
get back in.
Right.
wait, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry guys about that. But yes, Wednesday we literally got halfway through the prologue. I fell off the balcony or block or whatever, and then I go to get up during the prologue lines. And what happens as soon as I stand up off one knee? I dislocate my knee. Don't worry, it's just a condition that I have that I was born with, so it happens a lot. But
Sorry, I got pretty rattled.
but yeah, I literally dislocated my knee at the start of our Wednesday run through, and I was like, guys, give me a second, I just dislocated my knee. Everyone's still going on around me. Like, I could see, like, Rizel look at me like, you okay? But then, Scarlett continued to do the prologue by herself without a Romeo, and I was just on the floor like this. And I was just like, guys, give me a second. That was not
If
fun.
that happens during a show, you'll stay on that floor.
I'm literally gonna have to figure something out.
You're gonna need to learn how to hop, my friend.
No, I think I might just have to crawl. She's gonna look goofy as hell. I'll play Romeo twice. Hopefully the second one goes better.
Oh, both of them go
Like, I'm planning on doing that. During the finale, if the friar forgets to touch my shoulder for my soul to arise, I ain't getting up.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't blame
He
you.
does. If God doesn't claim my soul, why should I be a ghost? I'm staying. All of you doing the hand thing. The friar going with Juliet and Romeo. I'm gonna be until you guys come out for bows. I do not care.
Ben's just gonna bow laying on the floor like this. He's just gonna do sit-ups.
That's nice of you to say I can do sit-ups.
That's literally it.
But yeah, that has been our final rehearsal week, being week 10. So,
Yay! Finally! Get me going, get me going.
finally for the.
You heartless son of a gun.
Anyway,
I'm still having the heartbeat.
what is... Okay, share that.
So yeah, being the final week. Let's start with you since you're so eager to have it done. What went well for you this week?
You were bidding me actually, so...
What do you think went well this week?
I think we.
Shut up.
Bro, this is the final video to get evaluated by. Come on.
This is what makes it a reality.
Speak your
Alright,
truth.
come on. Alright, so are you going to do all three in one? Or-
Yes.
Alright, so what do you think went well? What did you think you needed improving on? And what's your goals for next week, being show week? To act.
Yeah, basically, to be fair, like, acted this week, act next week, and then can get better at acting. That's the three A's. Act, act, act.
Just like a battery.
But, I think I've done well on doing both characters this week.
Yeah.
You know,
Your
switching back and forth.
progression with line learning this week has been phenomenal.
Thank you.
I don't know whether it was the pressure
I don't even know.
or the deadline coming in, but like from when you were from last week to the end of this week, you have done incredible.
Thank you. What I think I can improve on is just, I don't even know. I think just staying more still on stage, even though.
Yeah, I think we all still do have a tendency for happy feet.
But I don't even have happy feet. I move around all the time as Mercutio.
Yeah.
I jiggle.
Do you know what I do think we do need to do? Is try and figure out a journey for when we are dead Tibble and dead Mercutio.
I don't care. I'm just gonna walk around that stage wherever. If I lay down on the block, I will lay down on the block.
I've kind of set a little journey for myself. I don't know what you've done for it because obviously you've had to do both characters this week. So I don't know if we're just gonna end up in the same space or not.
Even if we do, that's fair enough.
We're just there, just like dead people there.
Just to Roy Mercutio have a cheeky cuddle on the back. Just like,
We're just out like we're dead. I'm sorry, dog.
my fault.
Yeah.
My bad, dude.
Something. What else is there?
What's your goals for next week?
Get through the shows.
Get through the shows. Is that it?
Everything else. Not die, cry. Only happy tears.
Only happy tears.
Only happy tears.
That is
Anyway.
so true.
Ben,
Nah, Alfie can go.
Alfie.
I'll go last. Today.
Okay, you can go last then. One thing that I think I've done well this week is my concentration for the full run-throughs, especially in costume, because even though I didn't get to do my Gregory costume this week, it's still basically the same as my Romeo. But for both costumes, for like costume runs and stuff like that, as well, I have been sweating and I have been trying to stay as calm and collected. Like, when I finished that run for a Wednesday, my back was sweating. My back was dribbling. I was like, Jimmy, this top needs to go. Like, you can't keep this top once I'm done. It is gonna be so bad. But yeah, I just think the concentration and the effort putting into the run-throughs to actually move on with the show, I think I've done well in. Something that I've needed to improve on this week is probably my posture. So I feel like in scenes I'm quite slouched and like happy feety. I'm just like toe stepping for the fun of it. Like, obviously, like when we talk about Act 2, Scene 4, like as well, just remember that I have an audience to turn out to as well. Like, even though it may not be direct address, I can still turn out towards them.
Oh yeah.
I just need to remember like all of my dynamics to where I can go, not just try and limit it to the 3.
Yeah.
And my goals for next week is to absolutely smash out 7 shows, 3 Tibbles, 2 Gregorys, 2 Romeos. My goal for next week is also to not lose my voice. So as Jimmy said, lemon and honey, blowing through a straw into a drink and whatever. Just that sort of stuff, just to try and make sure that during this like weekend, just to look after myself.
Yep.
Ben!
Yeah.
What am I going to do this week?
I think I did a good job of showing the difference between my characters. At least in the way I speak, because with the nurse, it's like a slightly higher pitch to my voice.
Yeah.
Where I'm like really just trying to like have fun with Juliet, and then even when I'm talking to Romeo, I still have that slightly higher pitch because I'm full fortune and all that and stuff. Yeah. And then with Paris, I I find when I do the Prince's lines, obviously he always talks during great moments of like peril or something like that. To the point where I think I delivered my first line that well. I scared about 3 people on that stage, because it was well, Montague, thou art a villain, Capulet, and as soon as I heard that line finish, walked forward, I belted rebellious subjects. I saw Jimmy jump, I saw Amber jump, somebody else probably jumped. Anyways, yeah, and I think, but when I deliver Paris's lines, I think I do a very good job of doing it more softly, and almost...
Sorry,
I'm trying to speak, Jazz, stop sniffing my toes. Anyways, I think I was talking in a softer tone, which is like more, I want to say cunning?
Yeah.
Because I'm really trying to convince the Capulets to let me marry Juliet. And then obviously that changes in the fight scene with Romeo, where I'm like, I ain't trying to convince you nothing, I want you dead.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think that's what I've done well this week.
Improvement.
What I think I need to improve on is my confidence when delivering my lines, because I do know my lines. I know for a fact I know my lines, but when it comes to speaking my lines, I stutter.
Yeah.
Something terrible. I just my stuttering is so bad on stage sometimes, especially right now, this week. I think that's just I need to try and be more confident in my line delivery. Bow. Then what do I think I need to improve on for next week?
What's your goal?
What's my goal for next week?
What's your goal for performance week, Ben?
To win.
Trying to make anyone cry.
No one's gonna be sad. My death is one of those things where it's like you're happy about it.
Maybe like people can cry your emotion towards Julia, like when you do your scene, I like the day she's dead.
Oh yeah, for that hopefully, yeah, the nurse is chill.
Like get a few sniffles out of it.
Yeah, hopefully I invoke some emotion. But I think the main goal is just to get on with it, do it to the best of my ability, and pass the course.
Yes, because our coursework's due in the next day after our final performance. Also, what actual emotions do you want the audience to feel when you're on stage? Because like when it's like with Ben with the nurse, for which one?
All of them. Yep.
She wants to give him that wow factor.
I don't think people are going to get goosebumps when you beat up your daughter.
I don't even beat her up, I just push her to the floor.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, stop.
Shush, you mumbling fool.
You are to blame, my lord, for rating her so. Then I go to swing for you, but I'll stop myself.
Because of the nurse.
Juliet just stops you.
Juliet doesn't stop it, because I love that scene, because when we do it as a man, I really want to fight, I really want to punch you.
Ben was about to say, I really want to fuck you up.
Because I haven't done it, but I clench my fist, I want to go for the swing, but like, the nurse has to restrain from otherwise. How am I going to feed my own kids?
Facts.
But yeah!
But yeah, that was the final week. So on top of that, we will see you for week 11 when we talk about how the shows actually went. So,
and if not, because we may be distraught and tired, we'll see you next year.
We'll see you next year. Peace out.